During the last episode for my Ironman series, we started on Tutorial Island and headed off to the mainland. We immediately started thieving to go ahead and get some money to be able to steal some cakes in Ardoin for an early food source. Then we got into some questing, which is what we're going to continue to do in this episode. This should be a fun episode, and I hope you're excited because you're about to watch episode 2 of Old School RuneScape Ironman. Maybe let's work toward, honestly, you know what, let's just go kind of the easiest up the list. Like the one I can think of right now that's super easy, obviously, is the Sheep Shearer quest. So we could go for that one. Honestly, I mean, the Restless Ghost gives prayer experience. There's a bunch of them that are super easy. Gosh, I feel a little bit of paralysis as to what to do. There's so much to do, you know, for so long I've had all the quests done, except for Wild Got the Sleeps, of course, like I mentioned there. But Wild Got the Sleeps is definitely one for the future. But for now, let's take a look at Sheep Shearer, honestly. Let's do Sheep Shearer. Let's head back to Lumbridge. Actually, let me drop off these red berries first, because I think we're going to need a more full or a more empty inventory, I mean, in order to actually hold all of the various things that we'll need, the balls of wool and everything, you know. So let's do that. We got that there. Let's home teleport back to Lumbridge now. Perfect. And honestly, let's just go ahead and start the quest helper for Sheep Shearer. I guess we're going to need to pickpocket a man on the way over there to get some shears. I think shears have got to be like 1 or 2 GP. Can't imagine them being any more than that. Yes, they were 1 GP, perfect. Oh, it's only 20 balls of wool, nice. So we should have plenty of inventory space for that then. Let's shear these sheep. Always got to be careful not to shear to attack the rams. Actually, I think I've changed my left click option for the rams to walk here, so I don't think I'm at risk of attacking any of the rams, luckily. There's 8 of them. There's 12. There's 16. Gosh, the last time I did this was during leagues, you know, shearing sheep for leagues. Leagues was so fun. I loved leagues, holy cow. And one more here. There we go. There is 20, very nice. So we just gotta head back over to the Lumbridge Castle, and we'll spin these into balls of wool. See how many bots are here. Oh no, bots, wow. I feel like normally there's a billion bots here at the good old Lumbridge spinning wheel, but not right now. Interesting. Very cool. Oh, they have a crafting tutor. I didn't know that. That must be a newish thing, or I've just never paid attention to it. And there we go. There's all 20 of those spun. Not even a crafting level from that. That's funny. But now we'll just head on up here and get Mr. Farmer the Fred, or Fred the Farmer, his 20 balls of wool. All right, Mr. Fred, here are your balls of wool. I guess I have to start the quest before I even give them to him, but funny enough, I already have 20 balls of wool on me. There we go. Perfect, 60 coins and 150 crafting experience, not bad. Level 3 crafting, you love to see it. What should we do next? Next, let's work on, honestly, at this point, what I kind of want to do is the Restless Ghost quest. I think I'm going to do that one. Let's start the Restless Ghost here. Looks like we don't need any items for that. It recommends Lumbridge teleports, but of course, we do not have any of those, so we will not be using any of those. So Araxor just dropped today, the new boss, and I don't really know much about it, honestly. Maybe while we're walking over here, I'll check out the collection log for it. Whoa, Nid, that's the name of the pet, I guess. Jar of Venom, very cool. Lots of interesting stuff here, very cool. Huh, that looks neat. I'm excited to do Araxor one day, but I mean, I'm maxed on my main, so I could definitely do it on my main, but I wonder if I'll get around to it before we get around to it on this account, honestly, you know? Not sure if there's a meta established for Ironman needing to or wanting to do it, you know? All right, there is the quest started. We've talked to Father Eric. Now we just got to head on over to Father Ernie in the Lumbridge swamp and grab a nice Ghost Speak amulet from him. Oh gosh, this giant rat's attacking me. I forgot I'm still level 3, aren't I? I haven't trained any combat skills yet, but the Restless Ghost will give me some prayer experience, so that'll be good. Increase my combat level a bit. Now luckily for this quest, there is a level 10 combat recommendation, but that's just because there's a level 13 skeleton that attacks you, but you can run away from him, so very easy there. No problem at all. So here we go. We've got Father Ernie right here. Father Eric sent me to talk to you. Give me a Ghost Speak amulet. Thank you. So we got to equip that bad boy and head back on over to the graveyard now. Search the coffin here. Oh, someone must be doing the quest. I see the Restless Ghost right here. That's funny. I can already talk to him, I guess. There we go. He tells me about his skull, and we head on over to the Wizard's Tower basement. Honestly, a big goal for me early on should really be to get teleports. I've been thinking that lately. I can't remember if I've said it yet, but walking around is very painful. So getting those teleport levels will be really nice for magic. And I guess in order to do that, what I kind of the path that comes to mind is, of course, doing like the Imp Catcher quest as well as the Witch's Potion quest to get some general early levels, and then working on money in order to get runes, in order to kill hill giants for prayer experience while we get magic levels. That's kind of my go-to thought at the very beginning of magic training anyway. That seems like a pretty good way to do it. Or maybe like Ogress Shamans or something like that could work. Hill giants are just very classic, and I remember doing them a lot as a kid. So that might be a good way to go about it. Get some prayer training experience too, you know? Use those big bones at the good old Chaos Altar in the wilderness, you know? Always a fun time. Fun being a relative term, of course. Climb down the ladder here to the basement. This guy must be doing clues, yeah. He's got a blowpipe and some graceful on. Yep, that's a bookcase for clues, I'm pretty sure. I'm so excited to get into clues for this, getting myself some ranger boots eventually. That'll be a lot of fun. I love clues. Clues are one of my favorite parts of the game, honestly. And for Ironman, you know, they give the ranger boots, for example, there's not a ridiculous amount of stuff that they offer, but you know, some good stuff. I guess God D'hide is the big thing. You know, you get God D'hide from hard clue scrolls, which is really, really good for Ironman. So that's something to consider for sure, is the good old God D'hide from hard clues. When Eclectic Impling, I'll have to catch those one day for those medium clues for sure. See some of our run energy now. All right, this should be the end of the quest. I guess we probably have to talk to Father Ernie at the end. I can't remember. We at the very least got to give this ghost his skull back. Open the coffin here. Here's Mr. Restless Ghost himself. And here is your skull, my good friend. We get a little cutscene if I'm remembering right. Oh, I got to put it in here. There we go. Now we get a cutscene. Release, thank you. You're certainly welcome, my friend. Watch him actually leave off into the river, I guess, the River Lum, for whatever reason. And there we go. There's 1100 prayer experience, which actually gets us to level 9. Very nice. That's awesome. Level 4 combat. So that's great. And now we have finished the Restless Ghost. Lovely. So what do we do next? Let's see. Continuing on our good old adventure here for the free-to-play quests. I guess Rune Mysteries is always an option. We're kind of in that general area, you know. Let me remind myself what I need to do for that one, or what I need to have. Just a Varrock teleport recommended and a teleport to the Wizard's Tower, which of course we don't have, but you know. Let's go ahead and do that one. Let's do the Rune Mysteries quest here. Sounds good to me. Just gotta head up to the middle level of the Varrock, or the Lumbridge Castle, I mean. Talk to Duke Horatio. This actually is where I'm going to be doing a lot of, or starting the quest for a lot of my money making early on, I think, is with the ham storerooms, because you can make a lot of good money from the ham storerooms, getting jewelry from there and being able to sell it to the Port Sarim jewelry store. That's definitely a way that I've made a lot of money on a lot of my Ironman accounts, so that'll be a good way to go about that for sure. I don't know, unless I just want to work on doing the Varlamore thieving method, that could be good too. I really like the Varlamore thieving method, honestly. It's kind of relaxing. Back to the Wizard's Tower here. We got to talk to Archmage Cedrador, or is it Archmage? I forget. Archmage, however you pronounce it. Yep, Archmage Cedrador. And he is going to want us to head on over to Varrock to talk to Aubrey. There you go. There's the talisman. Then we take a package on up to Varrock now. A long walk to Varrock, holy cow. Again, we need those teleports. Goodness gracious. Oh gosh, I'm being hit by the jail guards here. Better get away from them. I'm sure a lot of hardcore Ironmen have died there, I'd have to imagine. I've actually never made a hardcore Ironman. I've definitely thought about it, but I'm just not good enough at the game to want to not ever try to die, you know? So I don't know. Not really anything that's ever been on my radar as something that I terribly want to do, you know? Just never really had that itch to play a hardcore Ironman. All right, almost over to Aubrey here, which is good. We'll go ahead and give him the package, and then I want to say that there's not much more to do after that for the quest. I think we just head back to Archmage Cedrador, and he finishes the quest that way. So that's what I think anyway, if I'm remembering right. Yep, there we go. Talk to him again. Perfect. Now I just head back to the Wizard's Tower basement and talk to Archmage Cedrador again. I can't decide if I'm pronouncing it Archmage or Archmage. Maybe I'll look it up. Hold on. Well, the how to pronounce things on YouTube account, how to pronounce things account on YouTube, I mean, or whatever the channel's called, says Archmage. So I guess I'll keep saying Archmage. That works for me. I just passed the hops patch over here in Northern Lumbridge. That's going to be fun to get into farming on this account for sure. Honestly, really like farming. Farming's pretty fun. On an Ironman, of course, it's a lot different of a skill because you can't just buy everything, but definitely still a fun one, I think. I like doing farm runs, so... All right, almost back to the Wizard's Tower here. I don't know if any of you have ever played RS3, and I really haven't all that much. I played it when I was a kid, of course, back when it was RS2 transitioning to RS3, but like I said earlier, I played a little bit of RS3 in, like a few months ago, and I actually did I think it was this quest, actually. Maybe not this quest. Was it Rune Mysteries? I forget. Whatever quest has you, like, get introduced to the Wizard's Tower, and the Wizard's Tower is so incredibly different in RS3. It's crazy. It is so much cooler. Like, obviously, there's a lot about RS3 RS3 to not like, but there definitely are a lot of things about RS3 to like as well. And the quests in RS3 honestly really well built out. They've redone a lot of the quests, like the classic quests from RS2 time, and it's kind of interesting. But anyway, here we go. We've got these notes from Mr. Cedrador here, and that is the quest done. Very nice. We get access to the Rune Essence Mine. Very nice. So that is done, and now we got to pick another quest to do. I'm trying to think if there's any more quests down in this area here. There is the Imp Catcher quest, but I don't want to kill the imps yet because my combat skills are all level 1 except for prayer, but that doesn't really help when you're trying to kill things quickly. Honestly, I'd love to get to be doing the Vampire Slayer quest, but that has the same problem as not having enough combat levels, you know what I mean? So maybe just Ernest the Chicken. Yeah, you don't need any item requirements for that one, so let's just do that. Let's go do Ernest the Chicken. I'll grab some cake on our way up there because there's a level 22 skeleton that you have to not get killed by, but it's honestly like 2 seconds that you have to be in there with it, so not too bad to be honest, but we might as well grab some cake just in case. All right, let's go ahead and drop off some stuff. We might as well get rid of what's all in our inventory and on our person. Don't really need any of that, but we'll put this over here in like a quest item tab or something like that. Probably just put that in the same tab, honestly, with the red berries. Get the air talisman over there as well, and the shears go in here. Perfect, looks good to me. And then I'll grab those cakes. I'll just grab like 4 of them, just 1 row. Oops, grabbed only 3. There we go. And then we'll head up on here to go ahead and start with the Ernest the Chicken quest. Gotta find Veronica right in front. Good old Veronica. Very sad Veronica. Hello, Veronica. Start the Ernest the Chicken quest. Sounds good to me. Oh, we gotta get the gauge in the tube. So we enter the ground floor here. This quest really confused me as a kid. I had a lot of trouble with just all the puzzles and everything. I could not do it without looking it up. I don't even know if I ever did it. I think I just gave up, really, is what I probably did. Especially with that thing in the basement. Gosh, so crazy that people actually do that without a guide. I mean, I don't know. I think there's a lot of fun to be had in doing quests by yourself without a guide, but I don't know. I'm not crazy into it myself, personally, you know? I like getting to the meat of the game, which for some people is the quests, you know, but apparently not for me. Yeah, this is the skeleton that we need to not die from, so that should be pretty easy. Surely it can't hit more than like a 3 or a 4. Head out the back door here and walk on over, or run on over, hopefully, with enough run energy to the compost heap, where we find a key, I want to say. I can't remember. Yes, the key, very nice. Then we use the poisoned fish food on the fountain over here. Perfect, there is the pressure gauge. Now I go back in the ground floor here. And now we have the key to head in that room with the skeleton. Also something that greatly confused me as a kid. I'll tell you what, trying to figure out how to get in this dang room here. All right, there is the rubber tube. Eat up from the skeleton a little bit. And we search the bookcase that eventually will lead us to Ava. Climb down the good old ladder here. And this right here is that puzzle I was talking about. I have no idea how people do this. I mean, I'm sure they just be smarter than I am, but I am not smarter than I am, so that doesn't really work for me, you know? Perfect, we pulled lever D, so we head back out here and pull lever B again, pull lever A, and lever E, then lever F, and I think lever C is the final one right here, I want to say. Oh, nope, not quite. We got to do lever E again. There we go, that was the last one. Now the doors are all open, lovely, lovely. Pick up that good old oil can here, and I think that's all the items, I want to say. The 3 items, right? The oil can, the pressure gauge, and the rubber tube. I think that's it. Hold the secret lever to get out of the room. And yeah, bring all the items to Audenstein on the top floor. Very nice. Climb up the staircase, and here he is with good old Ernest the Chicken. Here you go. Here's all the stuff, and he should be working on changing him back right now into a good old human being. Very nice. There we go. And that's the reward. 4 quest points and 300 coins. Very nice. Honestly, those 300 coins are going to be pretty useful this early on, so that's not bad. There's another free-to-play quest done. Now let's work on maybe Doric's quest? I don't know. I'm trying to remember. What does Doric's quest give us? Or what does it need, I mean? Now we need 15 mining to get all those. But there's a quest that does mining, doesn't it? Isn't there, I mean? I'm trying to remember. Maybe there is. I don't know. Anyway, let's just do Goblin Diplomacy. That sounds like a good one to do. We need a handful of things for that. We need dyes. So we need blue dye, orange dye. Oh, just blue dye and orange dye, right? And blue dye is yellow and red dye. So we need onions. I have the red berries, but then we need the onions. Yeah, the onions for the yellow dye. So luckily we're pretty close to some onions over in Remington. So let's head out of here. And there are onions right down. Oh gosh, it's all the way over here. Yeah, I think right here actually. Honestly, we're probably closer. Oh, I was gonna say closer to these onions. Where's that? Oh no, that's all the way over here. Never mind, all the way over by Fred the farmer. So we are definitely closer to the Remington ones. So let's go grab those. And then we also need woad leaves from Wyson the farmer up in Falador, and that gets us the blue dye. And then we have stuff for the red, and we just need the yellow. Yeah, cool. Let's do that. Let's go grab these onions here. Oh, we have unlocked Sea Shanty too. Very nice. You love to see Sea Shanty too. Classic, classic. Here are the onions. Let's pick some of these. Trying to remember how many onions it is. Looks like it's 2 onions. Okay. Might as well grab a bunch though for further yellow dye that we'll need, you know. I imagine we'll need some later too. For like Ghosts Ahoy and quests like that. Looks like there's a competition with this person here. That's probably a bot picking cabbage. Oh, here's some more onions actually. Let's grab some more before we leave. Okay, that should be plenty of onions there. So let's head on up to Falador, and we just need to buy some woad leaves from Wyson the farmer. And I'll get a bunch of those as well, because having lots of woad leaves will be good for the future quests that need dye as well. Here is good old Wyson the gardener. Perfect. We get a bunch here. I've got 4 so far, but let's keep buying more. Maybe I'll just buy 20. I don't know. Surely that's more than enough. Spending all my hard-earned dollars here though, goodness gracious. 20 a piece isn't, or 10 a piece isn't cheap when you only have like 500 gold, you know? I'm sure we'll be fine though. I'm sure we'll manage. We'll financially recover somehow. Yeah, we'll just do 16. I don't think we'll need much more than that, honestly. Should be fine. So now we gotta head back down to Draenor, and there, or I guess it's Port, no, it is Draenor, yeah. I always get Betty and the other one mixed up. Who is it? Is it Hetty? Aggie, that's right, Aggie. I always get those two mixed up. So anyway, we'll go ahead and deposit a bunch of stuff here, and we'll need 3 red berries. Is it 2 woad leaves? I forget. I've looked at this like 100 times now. Yeah, 2 woad leaves and 2 onions. Cool. And then our money. Oh, we have 10,000 gold. Holy cow. That's way more than I thought we had. Nice. Oh, I forgot we did the Stronghold of Security. That's right. Of course, of course. All right, here we are in Draenor Village, just heading over to Aggie's house. And we should be able to get all of our various dyes from her. Perfect. There's some red dye. Oh shoot, it's 3 red berries. Right. I gotta go grab 1 more thing of red berries. Luckily there's a bank here. I almost got really sad because I was gonna have to head back to Draenor, or to Falador, but luckily we just have to be right here in the bank, so that's perfect. All right, let's try that again. Some red dye, please. Perfect. There's the red dye. There's the yellow dye. We can use those on each other to make orange dye. Perfect. And now we just need blue dye. Beautiful. There's the blue dye. So now we got to go north of Falador to the good old Goblin Village. So let's head up there. I got really confused for a second why someone's murdering the ducks here in the Falador Park, but I guess that's probably for a slayer task, just like a bird slayer task. You'd think that they'd want to do chickens or something, but I guess that works. They're level 125, so I imagine that's what they're doing anyway. All right, we're almost to the Goblin Village here, which is perfect. Honestly, while I'm here, I probably should start Doric's quest. There is Doric's quest. Very nice. I guess I didn't need to do that, but might as well. I don't know. It gives me a bronze pickaxe, so that's kind of fun. Actually, I already have a bronze pickaxe, so I'll probably just drop that. Don't really need that. Anyway, let's climb up this ladder here so we can grab these goblin males that are hiding around the Goblin Village. Very conveniently placed goblin males, which is great. And then there should be one more behind here. Yep, very nice. There we go. Now use the dye on one of them and then the other dye on the other one, and we can start and basically finish the quest now. Give them some, is it orange that we give them first? Yeah, some orange armor, very nice. Good little cutscene of Grubfoot working on a little fashion show for these two. Always fun. My guess is they're not gonna like the orange though, even though they're basically wearing orange. That's kind of confusing. I guess that's brown probably. Looks more orange though, honestly. Let's try the blue goblin male, and they won't like the blue, but they like brown. So let's give them some brown armor. And there we go. Brown armor it is, I suppose. There is our quest done. Goblin diplomacy, very nice. So that is some gold, some crafting experience, and a gold bar as well, which is great. Now we have 75 total level. That's awesome. That's good. Okay, that's another quest done. We have Doric's quest, but again, we can't do that until we have 15 mining really, and I don't want to work on that yet. I want to do all the like no requirement quests first. I'm looking through here. We can't do most of these yet because of combat requirements, you know? So we'll have to work on our combat fairly soon here, I think, is really what it is. Maybe I should just do that. Maybe I should go kill some cows or something. I have money to buy like scimitars and everything from Al-Kharid if I want to train my actual combat stats, you know? Or really what I probably should do, well, I was gonna say the waterfall quest, you know, to get a bunch of combat levels, but I don't want to just get one shot by the Moss Guardians. And so what I'd like to do is have some hit points levels before that, which I would do the Witch's House quest in order to do that, but I need some magic levels in order to do that. And so in order to do that, I need some magic training, which I would normally get from, you know what, let's just do it. Let's do Witch's Potion really quick. We're fairly close to Remington. Let's do the Witch's Potion quest. That sounds good. That kind of goes in the general direction of what I want to do anyway, so that should be good. Let me remind myself what I need for Witch's Potion here. An onion, which I have, which is great. One onion. We need an Eye of Newt and burnt meat. So, oh, we need burnt meat. Right. I guess their cow's pretty close to here, so I can get some meat from them. But I do need some money. I guess just 1 coin to buy an Eye of Newt. Oh, 3 GP actually is what it is. Let's get 3 GP here. Might as well grab my sword and shield so that I can actually kill the cow with our sword and shield. That's funny. Bronze sword and a wooden shield. My goodness. We should be able to, yeah, just head down here to these cows right north of the, or right in the Falador farm, I guess. So let's head in there, kill a cow. Perfect. We'll get, honestly, some bones and cowhide are good too. Then the raw beef. I gotta remind myself where there's a range. I think there's a range in Remington actually, so that's good. Yeah, we'll use that range just north of Betty's house, or what is her name? Hetty. This is Hetty, Betty's cousin, I want to say, or sister or something like that. I forget. But anyway, let's bury these bones. Keep this cowhide for later. Buy the Eye of Newt over here from Aggie. Or no, this is Betty. I forget all their names. I don't know. I'm confused. Yeah, this is Betty. Okay. Buy the Eye of Newt. And then we just got to burn that meat really quick. So let's use the raw beef on the range. I'm guessing we'll just burn it, honestly. Oh, no, we didn't. Wow. Level 5 cooking. Cool. We can just burn it on purpose. There we go. That works. That works. Talk to Hetty here. And we should have to get a rat's tail from one of these rats over here, so that'll be good. Start the quest and just get the rat's tail. Perfect. There. Oops, I attacked another rat. Might as well get some combat experience, I suppose. We'll take that rat's tail and we should be good to finish the quest now. Very nice. There we go. Then we just drink from the potion or the cauldron and we are done. 325 magic experience. Very nice. That gets us level 4 magic, which is great, and level 5 combat. That's fun. And yeah, so next is, I really want to do the imp catcher quest to get more magic experience, to be able to do the Witch's House quest in order to get the actual experience or the hit points required for the waterfall quest, in order to actually do other quests like Vampire Slayer that require hit point or combat levels, you know, so, or, you know, combat stats, I should say. So maybe it is time to just kill some cows over in Lumbridge. Maybe let's just home teleport back to Lumbridge now. Honestly, sounds like not too bad of an idea. All right, here we are in Lumbridge. Let's go ahead and, I guess what I want to do here is grab a handful of stuff from the bank to kind of prepare ourselves for actually killing these cows, right? So I want all my money so that I can buy scimitars as my levels go up. I want my Iron Man armor to just wear, and my my Iron Man helm as well. That's looking good. That's looking good. And I'm just gonna sell this bronze sword to the general store because we'll go get a scimitar instead. But then I also want a bronze axe and a tinder box in order to actually cut some trees and cook the meat from the cows. And then I also want a handful of cakes. That's way too many. Just a handful of cakes, just in case I can't kill the cows quickly enough to get their meat to actually regenerate my health that way. So let's do this. That sounds good to me. I can also sell this bronze dagger to the store. I don't need that either. Make a little bit of extra money on our way over to Port Surim, or not Port Surim, but Al Kharid. Probably make like 2 coins from this, but that's better than nothing, you know? Sell the bronze sword. Oh, nice. That was actually more than I thought. I don't remember how much I started with, but I think that was like 20 or 30 gold. Not bad at all. Let's get some more runes from the combat tutor. Or no, yeah, the magic combat tutor here. Oh, I have some mind runes in my bank. Oh, sad. I guess you can't claim them if they're in your bank. That's unfortunate. I thought you could do it every half hour. Maybe they changed that. I want to say that you used to be able to do that, but maybe I'm remembering wrong. I don't know. Either way, let's go ahead and get ourselves a nice scimitar. We'll pay the toll here to go through the Al Kharid gate. Perfect. We'll trade Zeke for a, I think we can, I forget, solo level that I haven't done in so long. Yeah, we can get a bronze, or no, an iron scimitar, so that's great. Let's get an iron scimitar. Very nice. And we'll just go ahead and start killing some cows, I guess. Again, we've got everything that we need to actually get some cooking levels from cooking their meat, and we'll get prayer levels from burying their bones, so that'll be great. All right, let's let's get to killing some cows. Now, these cows are level 2, but they will do some damage to me, so that's why I brought the cakes. But honestly, with the scimitar and the armor, maybe we'll do pretty well. I think I'm gonna train my stats to like, I'm in level 5 first because that'll get me, there's level 2 attack, but that'll get me the ability to use a steel scimitar, I wanna say. Yes, steel is level 5, so that's great. So yeah, I'll just start killing some cows. I'll see you guys when I made some progress, probably level 5 or something like that, but we'll go ahead and bury all these bones like I said. We'll cook the meat as we get it, and we'll just use these trees over here to cut them down with our bronze axe and use our tinderbox and everything, so that should be good. But yeah, it should be a good time, and I'll see you guys when I've made some progress. Okay, a clue scroll, here we go. Very nice. Let's go ahead and see what this guy is. Charlie the Tramp in Varrock. So the way that these clue scrolls work generally is that you have to get an item and give it to Charlie. Now you could buy it from, well, actually, I don't know. As an Iron Man, is it worth it to just do this clue scroll here? Because I'd have to do a lot of teleporting around or walking. I was gonna say I want to do all clues right when I get them, but it might not be a good idea to start that until a little bit later. It might be a good idea to hold off on that, you know? Yeah, let's do that. Let's hold off on that. I think rather than trying to go all around the map and do a clue scroll just for like some frog feet at the very best, you know, or frog slippers or whatever they're called, I probably shouldn't do that. Honestly, now that I'm thinking about it. So I'll probably just keep killing these cows and go about it that way. Nice thing is that if I change my mind, it'll stay on the ground for like half an hour, but I don't think I will, honestly. I kind of give you an update here though. I've been working on killing the cows for a little while now, and I've got, let's see here. Yeah, level 5 attack and 5 strength. Actually time to switch to defense, which is exciting. But I'm gonna go ahead and actually head on over to Alcarid again, and I'm gonna go ahead and buy that scimitar, the next one, the steel scimitar, because we'll be able to do a lot more damage with it. Since we are level 5 attack, we'll be able to use that until, I guess, black, but I don't know if he sells black scimitars or if he skips straight to mithril scimitars. Let me check here actually. Nope, he just goes straight to the mithril. So yeah, let's buy a steel scimitar. Very nice. We'll sell him back this iron one there, and that should be great. Perfect. Cool. Let's head back to the bank now, and I'll go ahead and deposit these cow hides, and we'll keep going, honestly. Like that's pretty much what we're looking to do here, is just continue on with the cow killing and get probably up to, I don't know, I mean, I guess level 10 attack, strength, and defense would be solid, but maybe I should go all the way to 20. That might be overkill though, since I am going to do the waterfall quest. I don't know. We'll see how it feels once I get to that point. Also, the cakes were way overkill. I definitely did not need those cakes, so it definitely works to just use the meat from the cows just during this. Obviously, the cakes will be good for other things, but specifically right now while I'm killing these cows, there is no need for those cakes. But anyway, I'll keep killing cows here, and I'll see you when I get a little bit higher levels. Okay, if my calculations are correct, with this cow, I should be hitting, yes, level 10 defense. Very nice. And that means that I'm combat 14, but also more importantly that I'm level 10 attack, strength, and defense, which is lovely. And also 14 hit points. We're about halfway to 15, which is nice. You can also see that we've gotten some woodcutting levels. I'm level 5, some fire making, I'm at level 6, and some, let's see, some cooking because I'm level 15, and some prayer because I'm at level 12. Those are all from burying the bones, of course. And then also I'm chopping down this tree every time I have a full inventory of meat / cowhide. And then I'm going ahead and burning the logs, obviously, to start the fire. And then cooking, there's level 7 fire making, cooking the meat, and that's been working out pretty well too. So right now we're at 133 total level, which is honestly very exciting. Very exciting. And I'll also show you, I'll head on over to the Alcarid Bank here and show you exactly how many cows that we've killed, because I've kept all the cowhide, right? Now this cowhide's going to be really nice eventually, because we'll be able to train some crafting with it, which will be really good because crafting is kind of a beast on Iron Man accounts. So I'm very pumped about that. That little bit of crafting that we've got here. I'm not sure how much it'll be, but I'll probably kill more cows over the course of time as well. So let's see here how many kills or how many cows we've killed. We've got 102. Nice, 102 cowhide. That was a decent amount for sure. And now what we want to do, I guess I can put my scimitar in here. What I want to do now is take a look at getting some magic levels. I think that was my plan originally. I'm trying to remember now. Getting some magic levels through the imp catcher quest. And the way that I want to do that is by obviously killing imps, right? And so I should be good to just grab my scimitar, because imps actually have a max hit of 0. I know that's the case, and so they literally can't hit you at all. And so I don't need any food or any armor or anything like that. But what we do need to do is head on over to the fastest place to do it, at least from what I can tell and what I remember, is Ardoin. Or actually, wait, hold on. Now that we have 14 hit points, let me check. Okay, so the Moss Guardian for the waterfall waterfall quest has a max hit of, oh, I don't have any money to get through the gate. Gosh dang it. I'll just go up and around. The Moss Guardian has a max hit of 14 from the waterfall quest, right? So I'm a lot less likely to get one shot by it, but I technically still could. I feel a lot better than doing it at 10 HP for sure, but I still don't want to get one shot. But honestly, I think I'm going to go for it. I think I'm going to go for it rather than trying to train, you know, any more hit points levels. I think I'd rather not do that. So let me remind myself what I actually need for the waterfall quest in terms of items here. Let's see, waterfall quest. There it is. Yeah, you really just need a rope, 6 air runes and 6 earth runes and 6 water runes. So honestly, I probably should just head up to Aubrey up here and grab myself a few, because I have everything but the earth runes and the rope. So I need to grab some earth runes from Aubrey's shop up there. And then I should be good to head on over to Ardoin, get the rope from there. And yeah, that should be good, honestly, to do the waterfall quest. So let's head on over to the bank up here and grab ourselves our coins. And we'll go grab some earth. Oh wait, I already have 4 earth runes. I guess I just need to buy 2. Might as well, since I don't have a ton of money. Don't want to spend it if I don't have to, you know? Here we go. Here's 2 earth runes. Very nice. And now we just need to head on over to Edgeville to be able to teleport on over to Ardoin. So I'll run over there. I'm gonna go ahead and, I guess I already have my money to be able to buy the rope from the is it the general store in Ardoin, I want to say? Yeah, I think that's right. So we'll head on over to Edgeville, grab the lever, or pull the lever, and head on over to Ardoin through the wilderness. Here we are at the Edgeville lever. I said lose all my money if I died. You know what? Let's go ahead and deposit that, actually. I am not down to lose all my GP if I die. Let's just grab 20 of it. Surely that's enough for a few ropes. I mean, I could head to the bank in Edgeville or in Ardoin, but that's all right. To risk 17 GP should be fine. Yep, all good, all good. All right, we'll head on over to the general store over here. It's like called the Adventurer's Store or something, I want to say, right? Yeah, oh, maybe it's called the Adventurer's Store if you talk to the guy, something like that, I want to say, but anyway. Yeah, Ahmed's adventuring supplies, there we go. Let's buy, how many ropes can we buy? Oh, 23 coins, gosh dang it. That's funny. I do need more money for the rope. I guess the closest bank's probably right up here. I was gonna say there's not any men I can pickpocket around here, is there? Doesn't look like it, so I can pickpocket this woman right here. Oh, the door's locked. What? Pick lock door, maybe? This isn't working very well. Can I even pick the lock on this door? Gosh dang it. Looks like I probably can't. Okay, anyway, I was trying to save like 10 seconds from not having to go to the bank up here, but whatever works, I suppose. Honestly, I'll probably grab like 100 GP worth of ropes or so, because getting ropes is definitely very valuable or useful over the course of all the quests that we're going to be doing, so should be good. Here we go. Let's just buy, honestly, 10 ropes. Let's just do it. 10 ropes will be good. Oh gosh, now I remember how much walking there is in this quest. That's not going to be fun. I have to go from like Backstory and Falls all the way down to the Tree Gnome Village and back up there and stuff like that. Never a fun time, but we should be okay, I suppose. All right, I'm just gonna grab everything that I want for the actual quest. I'll get a wooden shield, my armor here, throw all that on. Then I'll need a rope and my runes. Perfect. And then what I should need after that is food. Perfect. 16 cakes should be just fine. Now let's head on up there. Let's do it. The waterfall quest. You love to see it.